Hello again, friends and loyal WulffPack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Now, be warned, yes, I am somewhat ill, and I do need to move my microphone stand a little bit now, so be warned for a little bit of a creak. There we go. There we are.
Door at the dungeon.
Yeah, welcome back to WulffPack Streaming, the home of professional quality live streams. You may notice there's a lack of webcam today. Like I said, I am ill, so I'm going to have to keep blowing my nose every so often. I'm on the ass end of a cold, so...
Frameshift drive charging.
It's, lots of fun, people. But yeah, right now, we are still in Distant Worlds 2, and I thought, you know what, I need to make some more progress along on the route. We're heading off to a planetary nebula. Vince is actually almost there himself. Like about 5 jumps away, was it?
About 10 or so.
About 10 jumps away now. Yeah, I'm a little bit many more jumps than that. Wait, let's have a look. Oh, no. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. I'm currently 166 jumps away.
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, about so. Well, that would be if I had a decent jump range and wasn't in my Python.
Say 2 hours and a half.
Okay, 2.5 hours maybe. I intend to do it in this stream anyway. But we'll see what happens. Right, anyway, let's see if there's anything interesting in this system. No, there is not.
Frameshift drive charging.
So one of the good things about having a lower jump range is I am going to have a lot more exploration data to sell at the end of this. I think at this point we're just going to go and as soon as we get back to Wolf Space, we're just going to go, oh right, which systems need influence? Okay, Danger, you go to that system. Super, you go to that system. Chaos, you go to that system. Everybody else goes to a different system. We all just dump our data, and all of a sudden, every Wolf system just has like 100% influence. At least for like 20 minutes.
Until someone else does it.
Until somebody else comes in, yeah. At the very least, in I forget which system it is now, but one of the systems where we do have virtually every. I think it's a HIP 93377. No, it's not HIP 93377. That's Canary Mining. It's a different system. I can't remember which one it was. But it's one where we took basically almost every single station in the system. That one's not so much of a problem. So yeah. But yeah, lots more. Actually, did I forget to check this system? I think I did. I can't remember. No, I didn't. I checked this system. But yeah. But for those people joining on stream, yes, I've been ill. Hello, Darkness, how's it going? Yes, I've been ill. But not only have I been ill, my hay fever's decided to kick in, which I'm now taking medication for. And because I've been working on a construction site recently, thankfully, Friday was my last day there, I've been having dust allergies as well. So it's all three coming all at once to try to try and kill me. Oh, this looks nice. We've got an Earth-like wilderness system. Where are you, Mr. Earth-like? That's not it. That is going to be... yeah, that's going to be a water world. Sweet. And there's more water worlds in this system. Let's see, is that the Earth-like? No. This way, maybe? No. Something around this area. Ooh, here we go. That's going to be another water world somewhere. Where are you? One of you is there. Is that going to be you? No. So is this you? Yes. Awesome. So that's another water world. We've got something else as well. Another type of water world sitting around somewhere. It's not going to be here. Is it going to be over here? Potentially. No. How about over here? There we go. So 3 water worlds. That isn't bad. Now the question I've got is, where is that Earth-like world? There it is. 1 Earth-like and 3 water worlds. That's not bad for one system.
That's quite good.
It is.
Yeah.
So, question is, however, are these discovered? No, this is an entirely undiscovered system. So, let's go and map them. We'll go and head over to this one first. Life is good, feeling a bit sore after a cold, some wisdom tooth removal. Yeah, I can imagine that's not fun.
Oh, definitely not fun.
No, I've never had to have a wisdom tooth removed. Apparently I've just got a big gob.
Oh.
So... But yeah, I know what it's like coming off a cold, because I'm on the ass end of one right now. So apologies if there's any slight sniffling. In fact, I need to blow my nose again, so I'm going to have to mute myself. So, back in a second.
Mm-hmm. Why? Why would that sound weird?
Because it's like hearing half a phone call conversation. That's why. And now I'm unmuted again. But yeah, I feel great. My entire head just feels completely full of grot. So lovely. But at the very least, we're going to be continuing on with this, and I see we've got some more people joining. So, like I said, I'm coming on. I'm on the ass end of an illness, and I've got 2 sets of allergies kicking my ass at the moment. So, pollen allergies and a dust allergy, all kicking my butt right now. But at the very least, we've discovered an Earth-like world and a couple of, well, 3 water worlds in one system. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what else we've got on the system. We might have an ammonia world. I might have to check that. Because we have got some other signals, and they're all around a couple of them are around the interesting spectrum. But we'll have a look as soon as we've finished mapping this planet. Well, this one and probably the next water world. Which which isn't that far away. Yeah, the rest of them are over 100,000 light seconds away. We've got 2 of them around this star and 2 of them around the next star. But before we head over to the next star, I want to make sure that we have everything that is around this particular star scanned. Right, and they want 6 probe impacts. We could probably do it in 4. That should be sufficient. We'll just wait for them to land. There's 1. There's 2. 3. And 4. There we go. 100% scanned.
Complete.
Sweet. Now, let's have a look. Target you. Back into the FSS. What else we got? Icy bodies. No, those are just gas giants. So ammonia worlds would be in between those. Okay. We've got rocky, icy. We have got metal-rich bodies, but I'm not overly fussed with those ones. Because there's no... Well, then again, with 3 water worlds and an Earth-like, it's very high likelihood that they're all going to be terraformable. You know the pain chaos? You work on an asphalt milling crew. You know, if you don't wear your mask, you got sinus migraines. Yeah, I know those feelings. Yeah, well... Unfortunately, my work has been taking me to a construction site recently. So, I'm all bunged up on construction dust. So, yeah, It's lovely. But I wanted to make some progress in Distant Worlds 2, so I decided to do some streaming while we did this. Now, there's no guarantee how long I'm going to be able to stream for, but I'm going to try and power through it.
Spoken like a true Englishman. I'm on death's door, but I'm going to try to power through it.
Yeah, no, I'm only dying. Just walk it off.
We just go for a brisk walk, shall we? Cup of tea would do everything. It'll fix marvellous things up.
Funnily enough, I was at work at this it was at the construction site, and I was talking to an American guy there. He was polishing windows. So I was there doing what I was doing, and he says, "You know, I'm really surprised. You're really good at your job. You're making my life so much easier." So I just turned around to him and said, "Yeah, I'm awesome, I know." And he goes, "You are as well." I'm like, "Dude, you're obviously new here. You're not supposed to agree with me. I've got a big enough head as it is." And my work colleagues were laughing their asses off because they realised it was a rookie mistake. But it was funny. He was trying to poach me for his company as well. It's like, no, sorry, I'm staying where I am for the moment until I can get what I need from the company.
A decent pay?
Well, yeah. When we work on construction sites, my pay is absolutely appalling. Thankfully, I'm somewhere else, at least partially this week. But also, it's one of my first times being in charge of a full... of the entire contract being there. So, yeah. Lots of fun, lots of stress, and hence why I haven't been online much recently. It's been working longer, harder, more stress, and when I get home I'm just absolutely exhausted.
Why don't you get more money?
Because unfortunately we have to, the way that it works is it's just really weird. It's aggravating the way these contracts are dealt with for construction sites. We have to, our boss pitches it as cheap as possible, and then we have to make everything else back up in additional hours billed to the client. Now that's great for the company because the company makes a crap ton of money, but because the base work is billed at so cheap, I only get paid hours rather than contracted work. So yeah, my last paycheck was absolutely laughable. But oh well, hopefully for the next couple of months we won't be going back to building sites, so that I'll be able to start making some decent money again. Well, look at this.
It's probably better you have roll and so much dust.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's still not the worst I've had to deal with, but I'm not going to go into that because that's not fun. And it's definitely not about what I talk about while I'm ill.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's see. Sorry, whilst I'm waiting for the probing packs, I'm going to blow my nose again. Lovely!
Schnizzles. I thought I would be finished with Satisfactory, but I'm just going to do this couple more things, and so I can make my what's the names.
Famous last words.
Yeah, I got ties. I got tier 6, so, and I'm up to supercomputers now.
Right, and I'm back again. Lovely. Anyway, let's start heading over to the other water worlds. Oh, they're over in that direction.
I found a place where I can actually mine cadmium
Cadmium?
instead of using. Yeah,
Alright.
I'm playing. I'm playing a little bit different game. I'm playing Satisfactory. So,
Yes,
yeah.
I know you're playing a different one. I was just a bit, thinking, because they are using the, Sorry for the me moving my microphone. I was actually reaching over for my periodic table book.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sent to me by Ian, one of the subscribers. He's a great guy for that. So cadmium. Why is it not in alphabetical bloody order? Well, I know why, because they weren't discovered in alphabetical order.
Ah, okay.
But
So you
thankfully,
need another book to basically find out what pages they're on.
no, I can find them in alphabetical order in the index at the back. It's just it's in well, not chronological order, but in order of appearance in at the first page of the book.
The Kenyans used to make something else to make into supercomputers, which you need.
116. Yeah, it's page 116.
And I got. I don't know if they do the update and they drop all the saves again. I don't know if I would really want to start all over again.
Yes. Commander Chris Wu, thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Welcome to the pack. It seems a while? Probably does. It's been a while since I've made a video, at least. I checked. It's over a year since I made my last Zero to Hero episode. I was actually wanted to record an episode today, but like I said, I'm ill and have allergies, so I'm not doing that at the moment until I'm better. But yeah, cadmium, transitional metal, atomic number 48. It's apparently a solid. Nice. It looks like mercury if it was like in a solid form.
Okay.
Doesn't really help all that much since it's just a silvery metal. So yeah, the yellow clipper. No. Ducky got all the way up to an anaconda, and then got it blown up under her, but intentionally, of course. And now she's back in a orange viper. Although she's now going to be working towards getting herself a cobra. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. End of season 3. She was in an anaconda, and she went off. I think it was to fight a Thargoid. I think, if I remember rightly, the Thargoid just kicked her ass. I can't remember. You'll have to check it for me. But yeah, we're on season 4 at the moment. Yeah, it's really been a while. Like I said, over a year. But I got hugely burnt out of both Elite and making videos, because the amount of effort I was putting into making videos, I was just not getting anything back from it. You got to stop calling them janitors. What? I'm confused, Ash. But yeah.
Don't worry, she'll explain.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Never mind, that was Geddy anyway. Alright, okay. Yeah, screw you, greedy scheme. Yeah, no, it wasn't only that. It was the amount of effort I was putting in. It's not that I was caring about how much money I was making. Because I've never really done this for the money. I've only done it because I found it fun. But the reason I was putting so much effort in before, like I was putting up like 3 videos a day during the betas and stuff at the height, maybe even more, I don't remember, is because I just wanted to get the views, and I just wanted to be... I wanted to grow my channel, but the amount of effort I was putting in was not seeing any result for the growth of the channel. Perhaps I was putting the wrong kind of effort in and just putting more videos out rather than... I was probably going for quantity over quality.
Yeah, always go for quality.
Yeah, the thing is, I always tried to keep my quality up as well, except for in my infamous Cobra Mark IV video, and a couple of others apparently, where I forgot to cut out all the outtakes at the beginning. But yeah, right now I think I'm just going to start doing like a 1 or 2 videos a week or something, but I need to sort out my my video editing software again, because I was using the Adobe Creative Cloud, where you have to pay like monthly for it. And because I'm not making any money off of YouTube anymore, it doesn't really counteract the amount of money. Well, I don't think I am, at least. I might be, but YouTube doesn't want to pay you if you earn under a certain amount of money. And because I'm not putting new videos out and people are just watching my legacy view videos, like all my ship reviews and my tutorials, I'm below. I think I'm below that threshold. So they just go, "Oh right, you made that much ad revenue. Well, screw you. We're keeping it." And North Carolina, when you work in the road construction crew, you're actually working for the states because everyone in the crew has to sign the contract, and it gives the min amount of the min amount the company is allowed to pay us. Yeah, I mean normally, because I'm not sure how it works over there, but here in Norway we've got two different ways of being paid. There's a court and time. Time is hourly pay. A court is basically contract work, where, like, let's say we're going there to do X, and they pay us like 11,000 kroners or something, and out of the 11,000 kroners, the people that worked there get a third of it split between them. Those are better because regardless of how slow or fast we work, we still get the same amount. So we work really quick, get paid the same amount, and then stack all those up. But yeah, you've learned a great deal from your Zero to Hero series. Yeah, a lot of people seem to have done that. Especially, well, more of the earlier ones, because apparently people were complaining that I didn't explain things well enough later on. And this is interesting. Oh, that'll explain why. I was wondering why the numbers were looking a bit weird. Now I know.
What's that?
Oh, there's basically the two water worlds I'm flying towards. They're basically one behind the other, so it looked like the numbers were going a bit weird.
Ah.
Those review and Zero to Hero videos were quick. Heroes quick, good. Oh, good. Genghis, thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. I hope I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. Because that's what we Englishmen do. We talk a lot and pronounce everything wrong.
Okay, say so.
Well, I should hear me when I'm speaking Norwegian. Apparently I sound Finnish.
You do.
Well, how would you know? You don't speak Norwegian.
And my mum's a Finn.
Oh, right. Well, do you speak Finnish then?
No.
Well done.
I wish I did. I know accents. I still think Scottish accent's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why, thank you.
Yeah, you're just trying to suck up to danger right now, aren't you? I did, and someone spread awesome sauce.
It's just, I can sit there and just listen to a Scottish person all day. Fair enough, half the time I wouldn't understand them, but the other half I would understand them and go, wow, that's just awesome. Sorry. It's just some accents are just really, really cool.
Yeah. Well, Undead says you're Southeastern American, you say everything wrong. Well, funnily enough, the American guy I was talking to, who was trying to poach me for his company, I think his wife is Swedish, I believe. So he speaks quite a few languages, and he's currently off in Japan right now doing some contract work off in there at the moment. But he was a great guy to talk to. He kept complimenting my accent because he was saying that it was like really posh. It's like, really? I don't see that, but okay. Oh, I'm coming in a bit quick. Let's bleed off some speed. So what happens when I'm when I'm patting myself on the back too much.
So you get a big head.
Yeah, I have a very big head. And a big mouth, apparently, as well.
Do you? Wow.
I've been at it for like 50 minutes? What are you on about, Ash? How long have you been streaming for? 27 minutes. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. That's the thing. I'm too busy talking. To quote Ed, do you know how hard it is to stream and to fly at the same time? Yes, Ed. Yes, I do, and I still do it better than you. But then again, Ed's off in Bethesda now, isn't he? He has that problem breathing already. Alright.
Oh.
I know. Ash really doesn't like Ed. But yeah, we've all done the loop of shame. Yeah, I've done the loop of shame many times, but now I bleed off my speed before...
Scan complete.
And I bleed off all my speed before I actually have to do a loop of shame, so I just do like the wobble of shame. No, it's more like the wobble of correction. Before it goes into the full-blown loop of shame. But yeah, we've still got quite a ways to go, as we can see. We've got to get out of the core, out of the Sagittarius A sector, into the sector beyond. I have no idea what one that's called.
Raker's Hope, I think it's called.
All right. So yeah, we've got to head over there still. Are you in the private group, Vince, or?
Not Maul. No. I'll send a request over.
Oh right, you're on a new account, aren't you? Yeah. I forget. Hello, Button Pusher. Thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. And that was a follow, wasn't it? I only noticed the pop-up. I didn't actually check whether or not what it actually said, whether following or what. But I'm pretty sure it was the right colour. I'm more distracted than usual today. Shush you, Ash. For those of you on stream, Ash is basically just saying that she's doing a facepalm. Because unfortunately, our dear deadly Ash doesn't talk, so she has to write everything. So we'll have to be an intermediary. Although in a couple of months, Ash, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about it before, that we are going to go and swap over fully to Discord, so you'll have your text to speech again. Not sure if you are too fussed about that or not. Just because I don't want to carry on with with TeamSpeak again. I could do without spending the money on keeping TeamSpeak up and running. I'll revert it back to a free account.
Well, I'll still have my TeamSpeak up and running, so people can still use that too.
As long as it isn't fixed, you're not using it, fair enough. I'd have no idea what was wrong with it before, but we tested. We tested out Discord the other day, and it's a lot better than it was when we first tried it a few years ago. So yeah. It does sound a lot better. We do have our own Discord link, but unfortunately, the speaking people, yeah, like I said, I have no idea what the text-to-speech is like, Ash. We didn't check that one out. Oh, it isn't the problem? What was the problem then? Because I don't remember what it was. It's so long since we did this. Right, what's 7 probes? So I'm pretty sure I can still do this with 4. If not, we'll have to launch one more. Oh, it was the privacy thing. Everyone can see and read it. Right, fair enough. Alright, we do need to launch another couple of probes. Alright, so one there. Let's wait for that to impact and see if we can see if we've got enough to get us up to 100%.
Anyway, I'll keep my TeamSpeak running anyway. So if Ash wants to jump onto that, she can, and
Yeah.
anybody else wants to chat to Ash, they still can. And mine's only $11 a month, so it's not that much.
And half is only red, so you're not holding your breath. Right, fair enough. We'll see how it goes, Ash. Maybe there's a new
Never mind.
There we go.
Surface scan complete.
So, there we go. That's this system scanned. It's a water world. Found a high metal content world. And a couple of moons. Let's see, how far away are they from us? Because that's the moon. Where's that? That's over this way, isn't it?
I think they might have fixed that in Discord, but we can always trial it out.
Yeah, we'll have to test it out either later today
Yeah.
or sometime. But yes, anyway, let's go and see what this, if we can scan this little rocky world. It's only tiny, so I reckon only 2 probes will be needed. Maybe even just 1. I'm not even sure if that's possible. Normally I wouldn't bother, but we're already here, so why the hell not? So we've got another couple of planets, so the next one will be this one, because that's the only one with the moon around it. There we are, out of range, still. There we go, now we're in range. Right, let's see. Right, so there's the equator right there. So let's fire one off there. And aim one for the exact opposite side. That should be sufficient, although it says 6 probes. I doubt it. Okay, maybe 4 then. Alright, so let's try one there. One there. Hopefully that'll be sufficient. So obviously it's bigger than I originally anticipated. Yeah,
Surface
there we go.
complete.
Might as well go and scan this one since we're here. And we already discovered it just by proxy. So we've scanned both the Earth-like and the water world up there, both the water worlds here. And then we've got this high metal content and a rocky world. Alright, so that one we just saw here, that's non-landable, so it has an oxygen-rich atmosphere. Huh, what's it say about it then? I've mapped it. Rocky world with little no surface metal content. Worlds like this have lost most of their volatiles due to past heating, and any metallic content will form a small central core. Right, okay. Oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. So that's entirely possible to be, it doesn't say anything about terraformable, so maybe it's inhabitable? Then again, surface temperature, only 218 Kelvin. What is 218 Kelvin in real money?
It's cold.
Yeah, I gathered as much. Yeah, minus 55.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very cold. It would be nice to. It would be a nice touch if the probes on water made a splash sound. Yeah, it would as well. You know, I was speaking of making a splash sound. I was almost tempted to do a bloody Kerbal Space Program live stream today. Just because I haven't done one for so long, and I really do enjoy playing Kerbal Space Program, but I've had enough of just mucking about in Sandbox, just seeing how ludicrous I can make space stations. And I still haven't managed to get the new Pribilov into orbit yet. Not without the cheat menu. But I need to slow down again for a second because I need to blow my... There we go, I'm back. I really should get some call center holding music whilst I'm muting myself. That'd be quite amusing. Right, so the question will be, well, they want 7 probes, so I'm pretty sure 4 will do. Oh yeah. I do wonder whether it's not actually the impact, because the thing is we're firing these off in yeah, catching up indeed. You're somewhere between waypoint 7 and 8 at the moment. Yeah, I'm a little ways back. Oh, is that only 80? Alright, okay. So there. That should be sufficient. Even so, we're still gonna have our efficiency target hit, even if I have to launch another one, or even 2. All right, fine. You're just being pedantic now, aren't you, game? Yeah, I am a little ways back. Since the last livestream, I haven't made any progress because I've either been too tired from working or I've been ill. So, yeah.
Surface scan complete.
Well, I am still kind of ill, but oh well. So that's that one scanned. So there we go. And it's this way. The little landable moon. Yeah, that's the fun thing about Distant Worlds 2. Just have fun and take your time. Yeah. That's why I swapped over to my Python, which has only like less than 40 light years worth of jump range. Yeah. There's a reason it has less than 40 light years worth of jump range. Can you see why? Yeah, I'm combat fitted. You're just being you're just having the attempt at being sarcastic there, Black. It's not working too well. No, I love sarcasm, but you just don't do it well enough. Sorry, but right, what's 4 probes? So let's try. Let's try that configuration. Yep, there we go. 2 probes would have been sufficient. Alright. So, let's have a look. That's everything that I've discovered in this system all scanned. And mapped. I'm pretty sure. Yep, okay. So, let's head on to the next system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hopefully we can get lucky and find some... Actually, no, I've just realised I forgot to take some pictures with the Earth-like world. Oh well.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
But, oh well. I don't really want to start doing the screen capping at the present moment either. Because it means I have to start up Fraps. And Fraps always gives me the my frame rate in the top corner and big yellow letters. Which I don't mind, but, but the thing is, but the funny thing is, OBS now picks it up where it didn't used to. So I find that a bit weird. Right, okay. Everything in the nothing doesn't seem like there's anything extra in the system, or unless I've just not scanned it. I have. So we're good. This system is completely empty. 163 jumps. Wow.
Have fun.
Yeah, considering we started off at 166, I've made 3 jumps since I went live. In 45 minutes, we've made 3 jumps. Just because we're scanning everything in the interesting systems. And what I mean by interesting systems, basically anything with a water world, Earth-like, or ammonia world we'll stop with. Anything else, I'm not really that fussed. Need to leave something for the rest of the pack. Even though they're all ahead of me. Yeah, nothing here, because it's going straight over into gas giants. I also have to be very careful about staying too close to the star while I'm scooping, because this ship likes to run very hot.
Frameshift drive charging.
Then again, when you've got an overcharged power plant and grade 5 dirty drag drives, yeah, your ship generally tends to run a little bit hot. Not exactly the best ship for, for exploration.
It could be worse to a mamba.
Oh, it could be. Do they run ridiculously hot?
No, not as much as they did.
Yeah. Because I remember the FDL used to run warm. Then they put a larger power plant in it or something. And then for some reason it was like ridiculously good at heat management for a while or something, or ridiculously bad. I can't remember.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
Yeah, rocky ice was nothing interesting. And then it skips right the way over into gas giants. Yeah, running warm. I have to be very careful when I'm fuel scooping. It's why I've got a class 6A fuel scoop in this thing. Harry Playton, what's this? Well, if landing on a star without burning is bad, then it wasn't bad. It was bad. Yeah. It's the FDL, probably both. Yeah, you're probably quite right, Evil Snowball. Because basically the Mamba is just a different flavour of FDL. Which is why Ducky's going to try it this time around. Because all I've noticed, really, in the difference between the two of them is the hard points. Because they both got one huge. The FDL's got 4 medium, whereas the Mamba's only got 2 medium, but the Mamba's also got 2 small. So, was it 2 large and 2 small? I can't remember. I'll have to double check. Right, let's have a look, since I'm here. Games, Elite, where's Coriolis gone? There it is. So, Mamba, there we are. Hard points, let's see. Oh, it's got 1 huge, 2 large and 2 small. Sorry, I was wrong. It's got 2 large and 2 small. So, that is really interesting. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to go. I mean, damage-wise, in relation to having 4 medium as to having 2 large and 2 small. You could fuel scoop and charge your jump drive at the same time. Oh yeah. Well, I can do that in my crate. But yeah, I'm just wondering how that's going to differ between the FDL and the Mamba, because of the damage multipliers and so on from the different size of weapons versus different size ships. Obviously, the Mamba will be better at taking out larger ships because it's got two large and a huge.
Warning, temperature critical.
So the large hard points will have less of a negative multiplier placed on them against larger ships. At least that's how I think it works.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, wait, before we... I'm pretty sure that's not an Earth-like. I'm pretty sure that's literally just a rocky ice world.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, no, I'm really curious to see how that goes, because I'm planning to have... Like, I can't remember what I'm going to plan to do with Ducky. Maybe a huge multi-cannon like I did in the Third Lance. A couple of large lasers and maybe some small torpedo launchers just for the giggles. Or maybe even some small missile launchers, I don't know. If it was mediums, I'd definitely go for the pack hounds, but pack hounds are only class 2, you can't get them smaller than that.
Fuel sweeping complete.
Well, there's obviously something here. Ooh, Waterworld. So, nope, not over there. Where are you, Waterworlds? Nope. Nope. Don't tell me it's behind the star. Nope, there it is. And it's the only one, so that's nice. But yeah, other than the hard point setup, especially since the huge hard point is apparently mounted above the cockpit this time. I'd never flown the Mamba, so I wouldn't know yet. Plus, apparently, I'm a little bit behind on my ship reviews. As soon as we get a beta server, I'll try. Yeah, a little bit, like almost.
Bit.
Yeah, like both the crates, most of the Alliance ships, the Mamba.
Yeah, you're joking.
Well, there's not that many. I've still reviewed most of the ships, even the Cobra 4.
Ah.
Well, the one thing I'm kind of looking forward to, other than starting up Zero to Hero again, is I really want to try. I really am looking forward to doing yet another mining tutorial.
Oh, right.
Since they brought out deep core mining, which is entirely different to standard mining.
Yeah, that's a different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
I'm
different.
gonna try that.
Yeah, I still haven't done it yet. So I tried to do it on the beta, but the beta was really buggy back at the time, and then I kept having connection issues. So I thought, sod this, I'll do it later, and then forgot about it.
It's fun.
Yeah, well, I'm planning to do it with Ducky. Yeah, I'm planning to do it with Ducky because I've looked up getting her a mining Cobra. Just because it's the earliest ship that I can find that actually has a decent it's decent enough to be able to do it. Right, 7 probes. Just like combat, blowing things is fun. I'm hoping you're saying blowing things up is fun. Otherwise, this conversation took a rather weird direction. AFK again? Well, not AFK, I just need to blow me up.
Surface scan complete.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, thankfully the viewers couldn't hear that one.
Mm-hmm.
Having to cough my guts up as well. But yeah. I've seen super detonating stuff, and I wouldn't mind giving it a go myself, because I plan to try it with duckies to get her into a member as quick as possible. Because the only thing I've done with duckies since over a year ago is I logged in about 2 weeks ago and flew her to Jonai. That's all I've done. And even that took an extraordinary amount of effort. It was only about like 1,000 light, not even 1,000 light years. Well, it might have been, but it was still like close to 40 jumps because her jump range is so terrible. And doing it with a 1E fuel scoop, yeah, that was fun. Right, how many probes? 6 again. Alright. Good. I forget how fast my HOTAS can make this go. There we go. See you later there, Evil Dead. Yep, there we go.
Surface scan complete.
That's everything in this system everything that I'm interested in this system scanned.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, we're still in the Galactic Centre. We've got a while to go until we actually get out of it. At the very least, I intend to keep going until we cross the border.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Across the border.
Yep. From one sector of space to the next. Hopefully there isn't a great big space wall.
Oh.
Hey, Donald Trump's been there.
I was thinking that was an attempt to make a very just make that light joke. I wasn't attempting to bring politics into it proper. So let's leave it be. Yeah, let's leave it be now. Yeah, I'm just nipping it in the bud right now. So there we go. Right, anyway, let's see what we got. Nothing useful in this system. At least not that I'm interested in. But yeah, I intend to keep going at least until we get into the next sector of space. Because that'll actually be the furthest I've ever been away from our home system. Previously, I've only ever really been to the core, so technically this is still the furthest I've ever been. I feel like Samwise every time I take another jump. If I take another step, it'll be the furthest away from home I've ever been. Yeah, it was a very poor Sean Astin impression, I know.
Fuel scooping.
But I'm ill, leave me alone. Yeah, we've still got something here that claims to be on the borderline of an Earth-like world, though I seriously doubt it is. Actually, you know what? Let's check. I seriously doubt that. It's a rocky ice world, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's going to be a rocky ice world. Something I am entirely not interested in.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, we've done an entire 10 jumps already. An amazing, like, 300 light years.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now, as much as I miss the jump range of the crate, I wouldn't swap it. I love my Python just so much more.
Fuel scooping.
Alright, nothing in here.
Fuel scooping complete.
But yeah, watching you Commander Cooled anyway, by the way, is danger. bits.
It wasn't you. It's embarrassing.
Say what?
Frameshift
Huh?
drive
It's
charging.
embarrassing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You've not called it Sally, have you?
No.
It can't be. It can't be any worse than that. So carry on. What is it?
It's named after the cat.
Oh, right. Okay, that's fine.
3, 2,
My Commander Ducky's named after my rat, so...
Nothing wrong with that. Name something after your cat.
Well,
The cat told you to do it, didn't it?
it is when we use the pet name we use for the pet.
What is the pet name you use for the
Well,
pet?
our official name is Nikita, but we usually call her Nikki, but Susan shortens it down to Nini. N-I-N-I.
Alright,
Danger
okay.
Nini. And I'm in Jonai, finally!
Oh, nice. So, Nini. You know what "ni" means in
Is
Norwegian?
it bad?
No.
What does it mean?
9. It's the number 9.
9-9!
9-9! Yeah.
frameshift drive charging.
Awesome.
You know, I didn't quite clock onto that until you just literally shouted out.
Oh, it's awesome, Susan.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Might as well just say this now because people that will go to Lake Meet will hear this. I'm going to be strapped for cash the day after.
Oh, yeah. Right, how many curries are you buying?
Not how many curries, it's what is going to be done to me.
Why, what's going to be done to you?
6-hour tattoo.
Fuel scooping.
A 6-hour tattoo?
Yep. Get
Aw.
my back done.
You know what? I'm really envious because I really want to start work on my my left arm. Actually,
Warning.
I've only got 2 tattoos up to this point. One on my arm and one on my back. But I want to have a full. I've wanted a full sleeve for the longest time. Hey up, Chili. How's it going? And hey up. That sounds very familiar. That sounds like my local hometown greeting. You're not from the Midlands, are you?
Frameshift drive
We've
charging.
probably asked this before and probably got through. This has probably been covered before, but I've forgotten. Sheffield. Oh, not too far off then. Yeah, I'm from Stoke myself. Well, Newcastle under Lyme.
2, 1. Engage.
So yeah, the usual greeting for us potters is, "Hey up, duck. How's it going?" Which makes me laugh because there's so many people find being called duck offensive for some reason. Hey up, me old mucker. Yeah, that's a nice one as well. Did someone say Midlands? Yes, I did indeed, caramba.
Warning. Temperature.
As I said, I'm from Stoke-on-Trent, or next door. I only say Stoke usually because that's the one people know about. It's actually from the second Newcastle, the one that nobody ever heard of. Newcastle under Lyme.
Frameshift drive charging.
Newcastle under Lyme.
Yep. It's under Lyme as in it's below the Lyme River. The other Newcastle is called Newcastle upon Tyne because it's above the Tyne River.
4.
So yeah, there's 2 Newcastles in England. Which is why I always say I'm from Stoke, because nobody ever knows where the second Newcastle is.
What the hell's Stoke anyway?
It's a shithole.
So it's worse than Underline. It's worse than Underline.
Despite your accent, you're a Coventry lad? Oh, nice. You know, my geography's absolutely terrible. Speaking of shitholes, yeah.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, why do you think I moved to Norway? There might be an Earth-like world in this system, though I seriously doubt it. It's most likely a rocky, icy world. There it is. So I'm guessing... There it is. Yeah, rocky icy. I'm not interested at all.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, unfortunately, Stoke is a bit of a dying town right now, or dying city. It doesn't produce anything, as far as I'm aware, apart from JCBs maybe. It used to produce bunches of pottery, hence why it was called potteries. But that's all been shipped abroad now. So all it really is a transport hub for the rest of the country. So all it really is shop work, warehouse work, or call centre work there. Most of which I have done before I moved to Norway.
Fuel swapping.
This is also one of the reasons I did move here. Because the job opportunities over here are just much better. Just make sure you have a job before you move here. That was the mistake I made. I was 6 months without a job over here. Thankfully, I got lucky and landed the job I've got now, which I love. Oh wait, did I scan the system? Yeah, I did. Nothing interesting.
Frameshift drive charging.
Because I was saying the other day, I get paid equivalently about 3 times, on average, about 3 times more than what I got back in England.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But everything here is twice as expensive, which means I'm basically still 50% better off. Though I buy everything as cheap as possible, so I'm still technically better off. And what do I work as in Norway? I don't really like to go into that. I like to keep a healthy kind of distance between YouTube and my private life, so hopefully you understand that number. But everybody on TeamSpeak at least knows what I do. So shush, you lot.
Morning. Temperature critical.
Right, so we've got a white star, so that'll be an A class or an S class now. Nothing else in the system though.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I generally get paranoid because I know people that have got less of a following than I have been stalked for less. So, yeah, like I said, I'm just very kind of protective of my private life here. Want it? Let's blow my nose again.
Can't be part of that conversation.
There we go. No, I was just saying that I like to keep a healthy divide between my my YouTube and my personal life, because people. There we go.
I wish I had the trouble like you having so many followers.
Yeah, right. I just saw sitting at Ant's video about 150,000 subscribers. Like, oh yeah, here's me with my 32,000. I used to be 32,000. Yeah, I used to be bigger than him. I used to be bigger than Obsidian Ant at one point. And then I remember he asked me for some advice one point. Because he was trying everything under the sun to try and get more followers. I just told him to stick with what makes him different, and he did. And now he's bigger than me. No, it's like his news videos and stuff. I mean, me and him we're good friends. Well, we haven't spoken for the longest time now, but we were good friends. I mean, I complain about him because he's bigger than me a lot of the time, but it's not like it's he must not be named.
Oh,
He's made 20 supercomputers.
Sorry, what was that, Black?
Fuel scooping.
About supercomputers? What?
Complete.
Oh, you're in Satisfactory, right?
Bugger me!
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright.
Oh, that really kind of bums it.
Alright.
Thank God I didn't make any more bloody power stations then.
For those who are not aware,
aware,
Black is playing Satisfactory, which is why it makes no sense whatsoever in a Elite Dangerous live stream.
Okay. I know, but we're talking about the I can think. I find crude oil, coal, limestone, copper, iron ore, cadmium, and now glacier things. Glacier things. Damn
Are you
it.
streaming as well, by the way?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. I was wondering why you were giving us the running commentary.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Okay.
Right, let's have a look. See what we've got in system. Nothing. I did not pay...
Scooping complete.
Oh, cool. I can make it power pole times 3 now. 8 bloody things coming off at one hit. Wow.
I'll take your word for that there, Black. I have no idea what's going on over there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, yeah. For those of you who may have just
Fine,
recently joined, what we're doing right now is continuing on our journey in Distant Worlds 2. I'm a little bit far behind, so... But we're not stopping for anything short of a water world, high metal... No, a water world, ammonia world, or an Earth-like. Those are the only 3 things we're really stopping for. Unless we discover something else on the way. I'm hoping to find some anomalies as well, but so far either I haven't noticed them or they've just not been there.
Be back in a wee bit. I'm gonna go and get my lunch.
Alright, see you in a
Okay.
bit.
Fuel scooping complete.
So recently we've been having a run of stars that have just got nothing that interesting in them. Well, the systems I've got nothing interested in them, I should say.
Frameshift drive
But
charging.
hopefully we'll find something useful. I mean, we found a few things. We made it to waypoint 9 yesterday. Anomalies have been a bit few and far between for you two. Alright. So it's not just me then. Good to know.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
This is really stupid.
Oh yeah?
Okay. You've got a smart splitter, right? It splits things into 3. You can set where you want the things to go, right? That's fair enough. The next one is called a programmable splitter. You can set the rules for each output to decide exactly where each part should go. It's exactly the same as a smart splitter.
Go fish. I don't know.
That's right.
Fuel scooping complete.
That is dumb.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it, Black, because like I said, I don't know that game at all. So asking me about it is or saying something about it.
I'm just saying something about it, that's all. That's
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
even
figure
so,
it
it just means nothing to me.
Frameshift drive
Yeah,
charging.
let's carry on. 144 jumps. Somehow I don't think we're going to manage to do all of this today. But yeah, what time are we on? It's only 4 o'clock, I think. No,
3, 2,
it is 1:15.
engage.
I was getting the hands on the clock back to front. It's dark in the room.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Warning. Temperature critical.
Jeebus, you gave a heart attack here. Thought you'd got the shift to summertime completely wrong. No, no. Oh, that reminds me. The clocks do change today, don't they?
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I was looking at the clock. I can barely see the clock, so I can just about make out what it says. I shouldn't really look at that one. I can just look at the one on my computer. But I am using all 3 of my screens at the same time. It's completely being used to capacity.
3, 2,
Oh, cool.
engage.
That's what I do.
The only time I ever use all 3 screens off is when I'm streaming.
I use it, yeah, all the time.
Fuel scooping.
I usually only use 2 of them. What we got?
Fuel scooping complete.
That's more likely to be a gas giant than a water world, but we'll check anyway.
Warning. Temperature critical.
But yeah, that reminds me, I need to get to bed a little earlier than usual tonight because the clocks are going forward tonight.
Oh, you would do the same eventually. They're going back.
Yep. Well, for you, yeah, because for us it's the old acronym: spring forward, fall back, spring forward, and it's spring at the moment, so the clocks are going forward, and it is a water world. Awesome. The thing is, I don't really need to remember it because my phone will automatically update itself at midnight. But that's not the thing. It's just because I have to go to bed so early. Like, I have to get up at like 5 in the morning. So
it's annoying.
I have to get up at 5 in the morning, so I have to go to bed. Like, if I want to have 8 hours, I have to go to bed at 9. I feel like an old man or a kid going to school. It's time for you. It's time for bed now, Chaos. But Mom, I don't want to go. Kind of thing.
That sounds so cute.
Yeah. Well, cute ain't exactly the term I would use for it. It's like I don't want to have to go to bed so bloody early. I feel like an old man. But I just generally don't do very well without 8 hours worth of sleep. I can do it a couple of days in a row. I do. Have you not seen how ruggedly good looking I am?
You know, Jack, have you... Oh, now I know why.
So, what was that, Black?
So now I know why.
Yeah.
That's why you sleep so much and you hardly ever come on.
Yeah, I'm like a cat.
Not because you work, it's because you need your beauty sleep.
Ooh, that's a little bit. Let's try that. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
Oh, KCUF, thank you very much for the raid. Greatly appreciated. Welcome to the stream. There we go. Let's get out of that. There we are. So, for those of you just joining, what the hell am I doing? I barely know myself. We're currently on Distant Worlds 2, catching up to everybody else. And yes, as it says in the title, yes, I am slightly ill. I'm on the ass end of a cold, so please bear with me. And how are you guys doing? Let's see, quickly. We just scanned ourselves a water world. Mapped it. Oh, it's a candidate for terraforming as well, so that's actually going to be worth more than an Earth-like.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now, why are terraformable water worlds worth more than Earth-likes? I don't get it. We're just getting some initial grinding done. Alright.
Terraformable world, yeah.
Terraformable water world. Yeah.
Because you can get a lot of resources from there. Earth-like worlds are like, they've got
I
other
suspect.
things on there.
And thank you very much for the follow as well, KCUF.
Go do all the nasty stuff.
You know what, I'm just going to call you KC from now on. be much easier.
Fuel sweeping.
It even almost sounds like a name. You're not picky. Awesome sauce.
Fuel sweeping complete.
You're missing the F out of that one though, there, Black. Are you just hungry or something? I mean, isn't it like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning where you are?
No.
I have no idea.
10:30.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm forgetting what I'm forgetting. I forget how time zones work.
Yeah,
It's usually that time when I'm talking to you. It's almost 4 a.m. there.
It is.
Well, it's
I
only
normally go to bed at 4 o'clock. But yeah, we try not to go to bed so late anymore.
Jablonski, thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Almost 4:30. Wow. Yeah, it's only like 1300 hours over here. 1330 maybe. So, round about 25 past 1 in the afternoon. Since moving to Norway, I've had to get used to the 24-hour clock more than the 12-hour.
Fuel scooping complete.
It makes more sense anyway. Right, let's see. Oh, Waterworlds again. Nice. Not that one. Not there. Okay. No. Where's the star? Star is here. Wait. There it is. And that's behind us. How far away? Not very far either. So we've still got 140 jumps to go to the next major waypoint. Yep, okay. So yeah, let's go and see if this one's terraformable as well. I mean, I don't know if there's much else useful in this system. I don't think so. I suspect it goes from icy rocky worlds straight to gas giants now. We'll check that quickly before we fire. Well, actually, we might as well check it when we fire, after we fire off our probes. And I'll tell you what, I would not think that this world was a water world just from looking at it. It looks a bit too brown, like it's more like a Coca-Cola world. At least under the blue atmosphere. Or maybe that's just me. That should be a full 100%. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
So that's that one scanned. And no, it just goes to rocky ice worlds to nothing else. Good to know.
Frameshift drive charging.
And the monkeys behind me are getting all noisy again. You can probably hear the rattling. Who is it this time? No, it's you, Leo. What are you doing?
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
For the last hour and a half, he's literally just been asleep. And right now, he's just grabbing at one of the toys on the side of the cage.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Let's see. Nothing in this system. Good to know.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning. Temperature critical.
Thankfully, because of the 6A fuel scoop, we don't need to hang around the star too much so that we don't end up overheating. Because that would be a pain in the butt. I probably could do with fixing a couple of my internals, but I'm not sure. Another A-class star. I think it's an A-class at least. Nothing interesting in the system, however.
Fuel sweeping complete.
Yep, it's a Class A star. Although we do have
Warning.
a Y-class dwarf over there as well, but yeah. Yeah, get away from the star. Stop the alarm sounding. There we go, much better. Well, like I said, this is what this ship is not exactly the best setup for for exploration. It was basically my mission runner, which I just slapped a few extra bits on. I didn't even bother taking the weapons off. But at the very least, we have some decent shields, some shield cell banks, and some weapons, so we can actually defend ourselves out here. We can even probably take out a few Thargoid scouts. Nothing else, however. Human NPCs, no problem. Thargoid scouts, maybe a bit of a problem, I don't know, never tried. But anything bigger than that, no, 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 we're going to be screwed. Again, nothing in that system.
Fuel sweeping complete.
I do love the new FSS, just because I can take a quick glance at it, see just how many.
Drive charging.
Leo, you noisy bugger. There we go. I don't know if it's actually being picked up by the microphone or not, so please let me know if you can hear the rattling in the back. Wait, it's not like I'm...
unlocked everything.
Alright.
Like a gas mask.
Fuel sweeping.
Here we go, let's see. Again, nothing much of interest. And for those of you not aware, what I mean by anything of interest, I mean anything from, like, this point on the spectrum, from Earth-like, through ammonia worlds, through to water worlds, because anything beyond that just goes to gas giants. So basically just this section here. That's the only section that I'm interested in. I mean, yes, the metal-rich and high metals can pay a good amount, but the difference, because the problem is that the discrepancies between being, well, not discrepancies, it's the differences in payout between being terraformable and non-terraformable are huge. So there's no point really scanning one unless it's going to be terraformable, or unless you just want to get your name on everything, which is fine. It's just I can't be bothered with that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I've been out, I've got myself all the way up to elites with exploration. I can't be bothered with more. Well, I can. I just want to get my name on things now, but only the good things, and to get my and to get some money in the process. I've basically turned into all the evil corporate people from every bad.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Every bad, like the bad guys in Tomb Raiders. Like they're doing the exact same thing as Lara, but because they're just doing it for the money. No, they're the bad guys. Obviously the characterizations of them are a little bit more complex than that, but yeah, that's what a lot of these hardcore explorers see me as the bad guy. They'll just go out there and hoover up all the nice looking things and just ignore all the rubbish. I don't know how you guys like to explore, but since I've gone out and done everything, I'm just happy to be out here just discovering new things and seeing new sights. I'm really looking forward to getting to this Planetary Nebula for the simple fact that it's going to look awesome. I do believe it's a balloon nebula. You don't see them too often. I'm really looking forward to getting there and just seeing how awesome it looks. See if I can get a couple of good pictures in there. Well, look at this, a binary star system.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
So yeah, let's fly between them. What's the worst that can happen? Let's see if we can start scooping directly, stop scooping from one and go into the other. There we go. So we're definitely, they're not close enough to be in the corona of both. Yeah, there we go. There is quite a gap between them. So yeah, okay. Good to know. Did we scan everything? Yes, we did, but there's nothing else in the system, just these binary stars. I think. Let's double check. No, there are trinary stars, but the third... Right, so those two are orbiting one another, and those two are also orbiting this one. Alright, okay. So, good to know, but I can't see. So you know what? Let's bring the system map up. Let's go into the orrery. Right, okay, that makes more sense. So these two are orbiting around in here, and they're being affected by the gravitational energy of this one. So this one's got to be a larger one in comparison to those. Good to know. Alright, it's interesting. I always find these type of orbits very kind of curious. The kind of... I don't even know exactly what to call it, but it's where they're not... the two things are orbiting each other, but they're not even on the same track. Orbital track as each other. I don't know what it's called. They're both elliptical orbits. They're both... well, they're not eccentric orbits. They're just both elliptical orbits. At least I think they are. I could be wrong. In fact, I probably am. Because I ain't a rocket scientist or an astrologist or astronomist. Whatever, astronomer. But obviously, I don't even know what they're called.
Temperature critical.
I'm no astrophysicist. There we go. I'm not one of them.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm just a guy who plays computer games. And not even for a living. I just do it for a hobby. Well, oh well.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But let's see if we find anything useful. I mean, I'm really hoping to find some more anomalies out here. I mean, let's hit the scanner and see if anything pops up. Well, we just discovered one planet. No. And no signals either. But I don't think the signals are actually the anomalies. I think they just show up separately.
Fuel scooping complete.
It's been such a while since I've seen them.
Critical.
I can't remember how they show up. I know they show up on the navigation panel, but exactly how they show up I couldn't say.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's it. No, we can't do that. Oh well, but I'm pretty sure there was nothing useful in this system anyway. And we've still done only like 36 jumps so far today. I mean, if I was focusing on just jumping, I'm pretty sure we could have probably doubled that. But, oh well.
Fuel scooping.
Right, whilst we scoop, nope, nothing useful. Well, nothing useful, nothing interesting, I should say.
Complete. Frameshift drive charging.
So, yeah, you know what? As soon as we get to the next system, we'll have a look at where our destination is actually going to be. It's a lovely little planetary nebula that I'm looking forward to getting to. The last planetary nebula that I was in was a purple one, and I remember it because I found it randomly, after my Diamondback Explorer exploded whilst I was doing the Jack of Diamonds mission.
Fuel scooping.
Well, we haven't scanned. And you've convinced your friends to try Elite with the current sale and the second cargo delivery mission. He got hyper-addicted in the bubble. What a lucky guy. Yes. Yeah, so lucky. Did he get killed by the Goids, or did they just probe him? Was it a capture? Was it a catch and release? So right, current location selected.
Warning. Temperature critical.
No. Okay. So where was I going again?
Warning. Taking heat damage.
Oh. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. No harm done. He was like, did I do something wrong? How's he finding the game now, though? There we go.
Frame shift drive charging.
What I'm doing at the moment is trying to find... Oh, wait, I know what happened. There we go. So I was looking for a system name. No, that I just realised I don't actually need to look for it. It's under our squadron bookmarks. So bookmarks all the way to the bottom. There we go. This is where we're heading to. A nice kind of bluey purple planetary nebula with a neutron star at the core. That is going to be awesome. Got a couple of systems around to have a look at as well, although I suspect all of these have been discovered previously. Just because it's a planetary nebula. He's having fun, actually. You were teaching him how to scan and probe planets yesterday. Oh, nice.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, the scanning and probe was fairly intuitive, actually. I'm thinking.
Frame shift drive charging.
Why is that?
Joined your channel.
Why is that system so glowy? It's a planetary nebula. Basically, basically what's happened is, hello Ascar, is basically what's happened is the star's gone supernova and exploded, so it's generated a nova, a nebula. But it's so young, it's just literally just a planetary nebula. Which is why there's a neutron star at the centre and not a normal star. How's it going, Ascar?
It's going good. Going good.
Fuel scooping.
Well, that's good to hear. As per usual, well not as per usual, but I'm under the weather myself today. I'm on the arse end of a cold, and I've got 2 sets of allergies vying for their chance to kick me to death.
Yeah. Yeah, he's having fun.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Taking heat damage.
Whereas I'm looking at potentially signing my life away for the next 30 years.
Oh, really? You buying a house?
Alright.
I'm looking into it, yes.
That's the only thing I could think of that would require you to sign your life away for 30 years.
I moved into my new apartment, you know, much bigger, very nice,
Yeah.
and my landlord puts the house it's in up for sale.
Oh, of course.
So I'm considering buying it because property prices in my area are cheaper than dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, grab it.
Like, I mean, it's a 3-apartment house for $45,000.
Oh, what? Did you say $45,000?
Yeah, it's dirt cheap in this town.
Yeah, that's like practically nothing. I mean, the construction
Well, if you
sites I've
like
been
it and if you like it and you can afford to, go for it, mate. My hat's off to you.
Yeah,
To buy a house like that in Australia, you'd probably have to move further out than I am. You can't get land for that price sometimes. So,
yeah.
but that's actually no, that's 80,000. That's 80,000 Australian, almost.
Yeah, well, let's put it this way: the building sites that I've been the construction sites I've been working on recently, the larger apartments that they're selling there for, they're for about 14 million kroners. Yeah, I'll work out what that is in America in a second. As soon as I, there we go. Now I can
it's a lot.
It is a lot, I know. So NOK to USD, it is. Let's see. $1.6 million.
Like dollars.
Yeah, 1.6 million US dollars.
Yeah, that's
For an apartment.
For an
An
apartment.
apartment.
Yes, not a house, an apartment. The funny thing is, though,
What's wrong with your property value system?
Norway's got the oil money, so they're constantly
yes.
bumping up.
Okay,
They're
explains
riding that at the moment. So everything's going. As soon as that bubble pops, everything's going to crash here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's non-sustainable, but they're acting like it is.
Yeah, they all do.
They really, yeah, they do.
Well, to
Bit
put it in
like
perspective, for the
Australia.
housing price in my town, Rhodey was in his area in Utah, found like a condo with 1,400 square feet to like compare.
Yeah.
It was for like $200,000. Okay,
Yeah.
like pretty much a double wide trailer where I'm at. With the house was selling for $7,000 for the same square footage here.
Yeah. Let me check something. Right, okay. Yeah, you know how big these apartments are on average? 1,291 square foot.
That's tiny.
It is.
For $1 million?
For $1 million.
Warning. Temperature critical.
People wonder why I'm so happy to rent right now. I'm just waiting for the economy to go explode.
Then you buy your house, right?
Yeah, exactly. By that point, I can buy some. Because the thing is, they're not even good quality. What I discovered talking to the glass expert the other day is that Norway's changed its glass making standards. Well, I say standards. There are no standards. Basically, they've changed it so that the glass is basically a lot of recycled material. So all the glass over here is a lot softer. There's a higher carbon content or something in it. I don't remember what they said. But basically, because I was talking to this American dude who was there for basically polishing out all the scratches from the windows, and he was like almost crying at how low the quality of the glass is over here.
Fuel sweeping. System scan complete. Fuel sweeping complete.
So I'm just laughing my ass off, really.
Frameshift drive charging.
But oh well. I mean, the place that I am renting at the moment. Let's see.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, my apartment at the moment, my rent is about a little over 900 US dollars a month.
Fuel sweeping.
So I don't know what that equates to what how it is over there, but over here this is quite reasonable.
Fuel sweeping complete.
it's the cheapest one I could find where I was not sharing a lodging.
You know, where I'm at's not really a good thing to compare rent prices to, because pretty much the town is bankrupt and it has a heroin problem. So.
Oh right, so just like downtown Oslo then.
So do you really want to stay there for the next 30 years? That's the question, bro.
The thing is, the neighborhood my apartment's in, it's not the nicest neighborhood, but nobody steals anything here because everybody's poor.
Fair enough.
What they do is they go to like the other side of town where all the rich people live and steal from them.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you actually own the building, if you buy the building, you're technically the landlord now for all the other people living there.
Yeah, which would be one. And if I do...
Yeah, well the thing is you get to charge them rent, which goes towards your mortgage.
Yeah, well, pretty much, yeah. If I buy the house, I'll keep the top one full, which will pretty much pay for the mortgage by itself.
Case in point.
And the basement apartment that I was in for 2 years, I wouldn't want to make somebody live there, so I'd just turn it into like a laundry or something.
Frameshift drive charging.
You didn't make it into an extra storage area.
Yeah.
Well, actually, even storage might not be the best of ideas if you're in that kind of neighborhood, though.
Well, it's not that, but it's a damp basement.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta breathe
You
it
turn it
up.
into a swimming pool.
That happens when there's... Yeah, that's a good idea.
Not really, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, the apartment I'm in is kind of qualified as a basement apartment, though it's not really.
Well, yours is what, half underground, right? Because
Yeah,
it's like in the
yeah.
side of a mountain.
Yes, we're on the side of a mountain. Yes. So yeah, only half of it. One side, the side in which I'm actually sitting against now, is underground. The side behind me is actually completely open to the elements and everything. So it's like I've only got windows on one side of the apartment, but the apartment's small enough that it doesn't really matter. I've got 2 huge windows, which is more than enough air circulation. It's not like my first basement apartment I had here, which I do never ever want to go back to. The ceilings were too short. Like it was barely 2 meters tall. It was that apartment, and I'm 186 centimeters tall.
Like
So-
186 meters.
No, 186 centimeters. I am. 1 meter 86. So I had like 14 centimeters of clearance from the roof.
Yep, I had less than that.
Yeah, and I would bang
my
my head.
basement apartment.
Yeah, if I and going through the doorways, I'd be fine as long as I didn't put my foot on the actual along the threshold. If I put my foot on the threshold, I would always bang my head as I walk through the doors.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, so that was fun. But no, but the worst part about that apartment is, well, not the worst part, the second worst part was that the windows were absolutely tiny, and they were right up against the roof, well, right up against the ceiling, and they were only about 20 centimeters tall. They were absolutely tiny little windows, so there was no circulation. If you left them open, you got like a massive influx of spiders. So it was horrible. But the worst part was that apartment was filled with radon gas. And it was over the legal limits, and my landlord had lied to me about it for 2 years. But unfortunately, I couldn't really sue him for that or anything, because it's Norway and it doesn't work that way. In fact, he actually tried to claim my entire deposit when we left.
Wow, he was one of those landlords.
Yeah, he was also one of the type of landlords that was trying to sneak a peek at my girlfriend at the time when she was coming out of the showers. He was always conveniently mowing the lawn whenever he heard that the shower was going.
Drive charging.
That's when you should have had a shower and said, ah.
All right, yeah, he was. I always caught him looking in whilst I was having a shower as well.
Oh, okay. You swing both ways.
No, it wasn't that. It's because he didn't know who was in the shower because the door was closed. The door was basically directly opposed to the kitchen window. The kitchen window was the largest window we had in the apartment.
And you looked into there when you were... okay.
Yep.
So he's a sort of pervert then.
Yes, he was.
Fuel scooping.
And he had the nerve to claim that I was a violent person because I got annoyed with him and called him out on his bullshit.
System scan complete.
Violent.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. It was hilarious. But I have to resist the urge every so often to go back and set his apartment on fire. No. It's only a passing thought. He's just so much of an asshole. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else in the system. Nope, there isn't.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh yeah. No. No, I do have to resist the urge to go up and kind of knock on the neighbours and go, you are aware that this is above the legal limits for radon, right? Because I had to argue with him for like 6 months in order to get the paperwork. Yeah, so everything was legally in my favour. It's just Norway does not want to do anything like this. They don't want to deal with problems. They'd rather just sweep them under the rug.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
Which kind of
Fuel scooping complete.
because we ended up getting called into a mediating meeting when
Temperature critical.
when the landlord was trying to steal, basically trying to nick the entire deposit. But, he had no basis for it because I'd thoroughly cleaned the entire place and even repaired some of the bits that had been mucked up.
Frameshift drive charging.
But you repaired things that you shouldn't have touched. That's probably his thinking.
No, he didn't say that. But he tried to do it anyway, claiming that we were the tenants from hell, even though he didn't want to get rid of us.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Saying that they were scared for their safety because I was there. Oh boy. So I can't even say that with a straight face because I'm so not violent. But yeah, it's ridiculous. But the mediator just went, you know what, I can't be asked to deal with this. You have half and you have half. That was basically the entire thing. He actually tried to get me kicked out of the mediating meeting, but because I was actually I was actually living there, he couldn't get rid of me. So yeah, oh yeah, fun. Anyway, let's move on to something else. What am I currently doing, and where have I scanned the system? I have. Ooh, we've got water worlds in the system. It's a good thing I actually thought to check before moving on. There's one, at least. Yep, that's the only one. Actually, it might still be water worlds. We've got one other signature. Where's this then? It's not that one. Don't be behind the star. There it is. There we go, another water. So 2 water worlds. Let's have a look. Both of them around the same star. And they're both not so far away, so let's go for this one first. But there's no Earth-likes, there's no ammonia worlds. Everything else is basically just icy bodies, rocky bodies, and high metal contents.
I'll be back.
Alright. Well, yeah, you know, I was actually very tempted to be doing a Kerbal Space Program stream today. Because I'm tempted to start up a new, like a new playthrough again, because we started again, but I've lost all the save data again for some reason.
Updates killing save data.
Yep, well, that's basically what's happened. So I'm tempted to start up another space program again. Because I've still got the WulffPack Space Industries, but I can't remember what the hell I was doing in it. And it seems to be a science playthrough, and then the last time I checked, on a scale of 1 to Elite, how hard is it to play Kerbal Space Program? Really depends. Possibly about the same, maybe? Because you've got to build your craft, you've got to know about very basic aerodynamics.
Yeah.
You've got to know what you've got to. It's a similar style learning curve, I've got to say. I mean, can I play it without mods? Yeah, you can quite easily. It's got a console release, and people play it quite happily without mods all the time. So yeah, it is entirely possible. I mean, I play it without part mods. I just play it with readout, the one readout mod, and what else? A readout mod and visual mods. That's about it. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
So, other planet. There we go. This way.
Trying to figure out who you were talking to until I realized you were streaming.
Yeah, I am streaming. Sorry, I thought I'd mention that.
I might have not heard it. I don't know.
Yeah, I might have forgot to say. So apologies about that. Asako.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, but yes, I am streaming. So was Black apparently, but he was streaming Satisfactory. Was, I don't know. And Jengiz, I can't remember, says hello to everyone TS. So he says hello, Asakar.
Well, hello to you, Mr. Jengiz.
I probably butchered the name again. He says I got it right the first time, but I forgot why I said it first time. I'll be honest, it looks like the kind of name where you'd say it with like the Norwegian kind of variation of J, where it's pronounced more like a Y. But it's also Polish as well, because my great uncle is Polish. Everyone calls him Uncle Jan, but it's actually Uncle Jan. The funny thing is, his grandkid's called Janusz, which is basically his name. It's named after his granddad, but they actually call him Janusz rather than Jan. They call the actual Polish guy Jan, and the kid Jan. So,
of course,
yeah, obviously, logic, impeccable. But yeah, Kerbal Space Programs, the learning curve on that's roughly the same. Because you've got to have at least a basic understanding of astrophysics in order to play it.
Well, not really. You just play it Kerbal style and then blow up half your rockets and learn as you go.
If you want to get into orbit, is what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you don't want to just explode things, then if you want to actually progress in the game, you need to have at least a basic understanding of astrophysics.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Elite, you don't really need to know astrophysics or anything, because unless you turn off the flight...
Shooty, right?
Yeah. Unless you turn off your...
Flight assist?
Flight assist, yeah. If you turn off flight assist, you need to know more about Newtonian physics, which again you need to know in Kerbal, but not quite as much. Well, yes and no. It's about the same, actually, I think. Difficulty-wise, they're both kind of hard, and they both have a tough learning curve, which is why I like them both. I don't like games to hold my hand.
Ah.
Well, Elite's good at that, you know, just, here's your Sidewinder, here's 2,000 credits, go.
Yeah, is it 2,000 now? I thought it was only 1,000.
I don't remember what it was.
It was 1,000 last time I checked. Vince, are you still here?
Surface
No,
scan
he's
complete.
AFK. He's probably off getting noms. But yeah, Vince has just got himself a new account.
Yep, I've heard.
Have you heard what it's called?
No, I haven't heard that yet.
Commander Nini.
Is that his cat's name or something?
His cat's name is Nikki, but Nini is the
Okay.
pet name.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's named after his cat. Which I made him laugh because ni in Norwegian is actually no. No, sorry, no, it's not. It's not no. It's 9.
No.
So,
Which is no.
Which is no in German. It's like 9. But at least this is a little bit more PG than my last Norwegian lesson to you guys.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Wiggle of correction. Might as well scan this high metal content world since we're already here. But you know what I might do? I might actually swap over to doing a bit of Kerbal a bit later. Go and have a bit of a break, rest my head. Because I'm still ill, I'm still clogged up like nobody's business. And might play a little bit of KSP a bit later, because I do love my KSP.
Let's be back, and I need to pop out because in session coming up. So
Welcome back and goodbye.
Yeah, but also we had
And
one
hello.
question for you before you left.
yes,
What was the how many starting credits is it? Is it 1,000 or is it 2,000 now?
it was a 1,000.
It is still 1,000. Okay, just curious because we weren't sure. All right, we'll see you later, Commander.
Yeah, yeah, and I might share an embarrassing story that happened to me when I was down in Bristol.
All right, okay. How long are you going to be away roughly?
A couple hours.
8. So yeah, I'll still be at least on TeamSpeak for them, but I might not be streaming.
Ah, okay. Well, we'll find out.
All right, talk to you later, man.
Save it for the next one.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
User disconnected from your
Frameshift
channel.
drive charging.
So, right. An embarrassing story about what happened to me when I was in Bristol. It can't just be being in Bristol, can it?
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I don't know what it's like in Bristol. I've never been there.
Me neither.
I think I've been in Birmingham. Because I think I was in Birmingham for EGX, and I was in
System scan
London.
complete. Fuel sweeping.
No, was it London or was it Manchester? No, it was London. Yeah, it was London for the Frontier Expo. Right, let's have a look. Oh, I haven't scanned the system yet. Let's do that. No, nothing. That's useful.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, I really do enjoy playing Kerbal Space Program because right now I'm just mucking about. I was on a free a sandbox save, trying to make a bunch of space stations.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
The problem is I can make some really nice looking space stations, but getting them into orbit is a bit of a pain in the butt. I've done it before, but they seem to the things seem to have changed a little bit with how the stations hold themselves together.
Like stronger joints or what?
Fuel sweeping.
No, not quite. No, it's more the way the auto strutting works. It seems to be a lot softer than it used to be.
Fuel sweeping complete.
Because I got the rusty ring into orbit with no problem in one launch. But now if I try that now, it doesn't seem to want to do it.
Frameshift drive
It
charging.
might have something to do with the fact that I've changed it from from six singularly repeating sections to 2 sets of 3 repeating sections. So yeah.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
That might have something to do with it.
It might, yeah. Because instead of it being a hexagon with the six sides being fuel tanks, it's now changed to having being 3 fuel tanks and 3 science labs. Interchanging. What's the word I'm looking for? Alternating. So it's 3 labs, 3 fuel. So yeah, it could be that. Probably is that. But it's probably just the way it interacts with the game, because I've set it to auto strut to itself, because I really hate putting struts in between the centre if I don't need them. Because I think they're ugly. So I try and avoid them as all possible. But I do also try and avoid using auto strut, because auto strut is it's Kraken bait, is what it is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I like making my the Kraken is basically the physics engine going absolutely mental and smashing your ship to pieces. So it's basically a reverberating cascade failure.
Yeah.
What happens is your ship starts to oscillate, and because of it, it reverberates with itself, oscillates more and more and more until it shakes itself apart.
Yep, because connections in Kerbal are soft connections.
Yeah.
They like wobble.
They do like to wobble, which is really rather aggravating. You can set them to hard to solid connections, but you have to do that for every single one. You can't set them to solid as default.
Then there's Space Engineers where we have Clang and not Kraken.
Yeah.
Where the physics engine bugs out with something with wheels, rotors, or pistons, and things happen.
Good question.
All right.
Why does your landlord want to sell? Not you,
You know, I don't know. All I know is that he put the house up for sale.
Maybe he's liquidating his assets. Maybe he's finally deciding, fuck it, I want to go and live in Venezuela or something.
No, you always want to find out those things.
System scan complete.
Maybe it's more hassle than it's worth.
Yeah. That in my town does have some pretty tough property things.
Warning. Temperature critical.
No, we've been... Ooh. We just swapped out the running tank, just filled up from the reserve. We're now back at almost totally 100% fuel now.
Hooray!
Yep. I do like that the drive tank doesn't actually affect your supercruise. It only goes from the reservoir tank.
Yeah.
Because that'd be a bastard if you have just enough fuel to get some and then all of a sudden your ship explodes. There'd be like 1 in a billion chance of that happening.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Fuel scooping.
Oh. That might be a water world, but we'll check that as soon as we get out of the Corona.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Awoken Hunter, thank you very much for the follow, greatly appreciated. So that's Rocky Ice World. This looks like it should be a water world. Let's see if it is, or if it's actually not. Don't you dare be behind the star.
It's behind the star, isn't it?
No, it isn't. It's nowhere. It's not behind the star at all. Here we go. It is in fact a water world. It's the only one in the system. Non-terraformable reported. Is it confirmed, though, is the question. It is close to 1,000 light seconds out, though. But 1,000 light seconds is nothing. At least it's not a million light seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, you've always got Hutton Orbital, like 0.22 light years away.
No, yeah. That's always the fun one to pull the free Anaconda joke, right?
Yeah, I know. How many people have fallen for that on the TeamSpeak?
I think one. One almost fell for it.
Minimum. No, it's more like 10 actually.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, one of the younger guys, he fell for it. But I let him get into the system, but I couldn't let him fly for 2 hours there to find out there wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy, however, he did fly all the way there, and he docked and found out there wasn't a shipyard, and still was confused as to why there was no free Anaconda.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like, well, I'm sorry. At this point, it's just a Darwin Award. But yes, we're still. I've got to say though, we're still in the galactic core, so it's really insane just how much.
Yeah. How close the stars are.
There should be an in-game T-shirt. How do you mean? A T-shirt of the game, or just a T-shirt that your commander can wear in-game?
Because those exist on the Frontier Star.
Yeah, the ones that we can buy. Oh, for going to Hutton. Right, yeah. I'm pretty sure the Hutton truckers have that, or the Hutton Orbital truckers, on their merchandise store. What's my jump range? About 37 light years. A little over 37. When I was in my crate, it was like 67.
I'll be back in a bit.
Alright.
Surface scan complete.
You went to Hutton in the Type 9. Want your life back, yeah. I find that hilarious since Hutton Orbital is literally just
User left
an
your channel.
outpost. So there's no large landing spots. The largest ship you can take cargo-wise to it is a Python. Your Anaconda pushes 821. Yeah, so does mine. And that's not even optimised. Yeah, 37. But there's a reason I've only got 37. Yeah, the weapons might have something to do with it. Prismatics might have something to do with it. Yeah, this is a combat fitted ship. So, yeah, 37 light years is pretty good for a combat ship. It didn't happen to you, but enough people complained about it. Your favourites were the one or two fell asleep and overshot by a couple of million light seconds, yeah. And which ship voice is that? This is Archer. Ranting Demon, thank you very much for the follow, greatly appreciated. And I've got to say, that is an awesome name. The fact that I've called myself Chaos Wolf has nothing to do with it. Boys, thank you very much for the follow as well, greatly appreciated. Now I'm going to have to mute myself while I cough my guts up for a second.
Oh, that does sound terrible.
Yeah, it did, but thankfully the stream was spared it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm on the ass end of a cold at the moment, so please bear with me, people. There we go, that's fully scanned. Anything else in the system that I'm interested in? No. Actually, let's double check. Does this actually... No, it is a candidate for terraforming, so... cool. Good to know. How many more jumps we got? 111. 111.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I love Archer. Archer is the best ship voice possible because he sounds like a slightly deeper voiced version of Jarvis. So that's why I love him. I've got him in everything. In my fighters, in my... Well, I don't have fighters in the Python. But my SRVs and fighters and this, I have them everywhere. I used to have different ones and different... I used to have like Apollo in one, Celeste in another, and I think it's Verity or whatever it's called. There's the default one in the ship or something. I used to have it that way around, but like in combat situations I used to have Apollo. I think it's Apollo anyway.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Yep, nothing there. That's too interesting.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know why I keep looking over expecting the jumps remaining to have gone down like about 20. But no, still got 110.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So yeah, today I was planning to either start recording some ducky videos again. Yes, I know it's been over a year since the last time I did a ducky video. Or do a live stream, and live streams are a lot less formal and a lot better to do when you're ill. Well, I say better, it doesn't matter if I sound ill or not.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, we're probably going to try and get it to, I don't know, we'll see how long it goes until I get annoyed. Or until I start feeling a bit too bad. Then we'll call it for a couple of hours and we'll probably come back with a bit of Kerbal live streaming later. I do want to start up a new science playthrough.
And we come.
Aye. Because I could do a career playthrough, but I get annoyed always trying to keep up with the money and everything, having to upgrade all the stuff. So I really can't be bothered. I just prefer the science playthrough. Ooh.
Fuel scooping complete.
Ooh. A T-type star? Oh right, the other one's going to be a T-type, isn't it?
Critical.
So let's have a quick look. So that's going to be a T-class star, I believe. Yep, T-class Brand Dwarf. That's a while since we've seen one of those. And let's have a look in the scanner. Anything useful? Nope, nothing but icy bodies. Not interested.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, come to think of it, let's stop that for a second. Have we actually crossed over the threshold yet? Yes, we have actually. We're actually in the new sector of space. We've crossed over from the core sector over into whichever one we're in now. I can't remember what it's called. I guess we'll find out when I start jumping.
Drive charging.
No, doesn't tell me. Of course it doesn't. So let's have a look over in the codex. Maybe that'll tell us. Yeah, here we are. Yep, Rise Hope. That's where we are now. Oh, Riker's Hope even. So that's where we are at the moment. I'm hoping that's not hopefully that's not named after Commander Riker. I'm going to have some rather depressing thoughts now. Hello, Super. Have you just decided to stop lurking?
Charging.
Hello, Fanta. How's it going with you? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I suspect you've been lurking for quite a while, Super, while you've been lying in bed. You think you're jumping on TS, or you just going to stay in chat?
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
No, how are things in my neck of the woods? Apart from being on the ass end of a cold and having 2 sets of allergies trying to kick me to death, yeah, doing fine.
Temperature critical.
Got a dust allergy and a bloody a pollen allergy kind of kill me at the moment. It's one of the things I don't like about summer is Mother Nature redoubles her efforts to try and physically murder me.
Frameshift drive
Wait a
charging.
sec. Did we scan this system? We did. There's nothing here.
Frameshift drive charging.
So yeah, you might log in and do some jumping too. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, we're already out to the core area now. So we're out to the galactic core. We're now in Riker's Hope. I think it was Riker. It was Riker's something or other. I've already forgotten. So we're out. We're into the new sector, and we're moving on. We've got less than 110 jumps to go. What I'm planning to do is go and take a bit of a break in a little while. So we'll hit a milestone of some description. Either get down to like 80 or 90 jumps to go or something. Then I'll take a quick break and then come back in about an hour or two and play some Kerbal.
System scan complete.
Start a new save because it's been so long since I played the last one, I don't even know what the hell I was doing.
Fuel sweeping complete.
We'll play a science save and see how much scientific data we can get in one live stream. And maybe I'll chop that up and turn it into a series after. I don't think I've... Oh, I did scan. Nothing here.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'll have to get myself another mug of coffee. Get some more coffee, get some more food. That'll be nice. I mean, I had my leftover fajitas from yesterday's breakfast. That's like perfect. Perfectly sums up my Sundays. Right, what do we have left over from yesterday? That curry? Yeah, awesome. We'll have that for breakfast. Yeah, classy fajitas for breakfast, yeah. Although they were only like semi-fajitas because I don't bother putting cheese on them because I don't like cheese. But also I forgot to buy the sauce for it. So all I had was the spiced meat, a bit of salad and some sweet corn. That's all I had. But they still taste good. Yeah, nothing else. That's just a bunch of gas giants. This is how much I love the FSS. I can literally take that long, that quick of a glance to see if there's anything interesting in the system. Before I'd have to kind of hover over and listen to all the planets individually in the system map to try and determine whether or not they were worth going over to. And that reminds me, talking about Hutton Orbital, I've never actually been there. I heard how far away it was, and I was like, hell no am I going there. Maybe we'll do it on a live stream one day. It only takes like 2 hours. I can AFK most of it. I see Super's just popped in. He's hiding down at the bottom. So I suspect he thinks that I can't... Actually, knows it. He knows I can see him.
Frameshift drive charging.
I can see him too.
Oh, you can? Alright. But yeah, right. Sorry, my brain is wandering every so often now. I really need to remember that I'm actually streaming.
System scan complete. System
Nothing
scan
in here.
complete.
But yeah,
Fuel sweeping
I mean, as I was saying before, I've been basically doing nothing but trying to make space stations and launching them into orbit. But the space stations that I've been building have been kind of monolithic in nature,
Frameshift drive
like
charging.
hexagonal refueling stations and stuff. But we'll see. Drogereke, thank you very much for the follow. And Drauge, even, I suspect. Drauge, I'm not sure. It's Scandinavian folklore, at least. Although the Drauge in Skyrim and the other Elder Scrolls games, apparently they don't actually kind of tally up with their real-life equivalents.
Fuel sweeping complete.
Monolith stations, did hell open the pod bay doors? Not far off.
User joined your channel.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Asaka.
Oh, I'm back.
I do actually have pod bays, believe it or not.
Frameshift drive charging.
The most recent one I made actually had, well, they're Kerbal Space Command Ruben, I forget his name, that guy. He calls his worker bees. I nicked his design. He actually recognised it on Twitter once, I believe. No, he noticed it on YouTube, because I nicked his design and actually credited him with it in the video. He's like, wait a second, I recognise those. It's like, yeah, I know you do.
Fuel sweeping.
So yeah, not the worker bees per such, is driving worker bees, because they were very useful for putting a surface base together. But I've made a deep space equivalent now. But they're very useful for docking on the modular parts to the stations. I mean, I've got let's see, images. See more ED streamers, and either or is fine. You've just been getting into this game. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, the thing is, I actually used to be a lot more prolific with this game back when I was making more videos on YouTube
Joined
about
your
it.
channel.
And hello, Super.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. How are we doing, good sir?
Doing
Ah,
good.
super.
Making a cup of tea downstairs.
All right.
4, 3, 2.
So, yeah. How we done, sir?
Ah, good.
Right, I've got to throttle back for a second, so I'm going to try and add something into my stream whilst I'm still streaming.
Famous last words, chat. Famous last
Yeah,
words.
I know this is going to go absolutely horrendously badly, I suspect. I'm trying to put an image through a URL. What would that be under? Would that be media source? No, it's not media source. Would it be under browser?
Mm.
Yeah, it is. Right, okay. I've already got something in here, which is my headset, wherever that's gone. There it is. So let's edit this one. Properties again. There we go. Right, so there we go. That is the station I've been currently building. Like I said, a hexagonal monolith of a station in Kerbal. Let's see if I can change the image. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not doing it. Or did I get the wrong image? Might be the direct link I need. There we go. And yeah, that's when the pod bay's open with the pods in there. So yeah, the problem I've got is trying to get those damn things into orbit without them exploding, because they really are Kraken bait.
What? Kraken
bait. You're not familiar with what the Kraken is in Kerbal?
No, I just came back and I heard Kraken bait.
Oh yeah. Exploding is bad for space? Yeah, pretty much.
Temperature critical.
If it doesn't explode, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, well, it depends how you like to play Kerbal.
Same with Space Engineers.
Yep.
Well, I hear you don't have the Kraken over there, you've got Clang over there, apparently.
Drive charged.
Yes. Yes. Whenever you build a new vehicle, you must pray to the god of Clang that it does not explode.
Yeah, we've got to pray to the Kraken. Right, there we go, another water world. So much fun, you're just trying to grind out enough credits to fully upgrade your Sidewinder and then use it as a star jumper.
Madman.
No, it's not that bad. Some of the unexplored parts are...
Oh, he's an Englishman, sir.
No, not me. Trolga on from Twitch chat.
Twitch twat.
Twitch chat. I was trying to say Twitch channel. Emil, leave me alone. I'm just on the ass end of a cold, so I'm hopefully going to be fine by next weekend. I actually started getting ill on like Wednesday to Thursday. That night I was waking up in cold sweats every like hour or so. It was horrible.
Did you like the new Discord emote?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Very nice, super. Although you misspelt it, you missed an A out of it.
Oh,
You basically wrote it as unmused rather than unamused.
I know, I put it unmused because it was unmused.
Oh right, is that what it was?
It was on purpose, yeah.
Yeah, apparently, Jorgen says, yeah, I love it. Twat chat.
Well, they do call Twitter today, so yeah.
Oh, God. I've got to say, from this angle, the water world looks more like an Earth-like, but I know that's just certain parts of it looking more brown than others. Right, 6 probes. We can do it in 4.
Should be able to do it in 1.
Nope, that's not going to do it.
That's not going to happen. 2 at most. Well, 2 at minimum.
2 at the very least, yeah. And they're only the ones that require 4. The ones that say that they have a requirement of 4, you can do it in 2. Well, that's mainly because my my probes are engineered.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got. I've increased the scanning radius, the scanning radii of each of the probes, so that they cover more of the planet's surface. So I probably need to use the exact number it said if I didn't have this. Yes, probes can be engineered. You do it through the Discovery scanner. Who will be engineered by? Let me work this out. No, that's the wrong one. I know this one. Detailed surface scanner. They are done by Laurie Jameson.
Fuel scooping.
Yep, so whilst we're scooping, you know what? Modules, where's my Planetary Discovery?
Fuel scooping complete.
Show info. Doesn't say anything on it. It is modified, but well, as it should be. Oh, that's the Discovery scanner. Detailed surface scanner. Show info. There we go. Expanded probe scanning radius. That's the one you want to go for. It just means that you can use less probes. It's not really needed since all your probes are infinite, really. Which is was a good call for Frontier, because if they limited the probes, that'd be an absolute pain in the butt.
Yeah, they're going to do it.
Frameshift drive charging.
They're not going to limit them. No, they've made the point that they're all unlimited.
Or if they did limit them, they'd make them take materials to craft.
Yeah.
Which would kind of make sense.
Do I have any paint jobs on my Python? I do indeed. I even have the Python ship kit on there. We'll have a look as soon as we get into the next system. Less probes, it was less time probing though. So speed, yes, you're quite right. Let's just quickly touch into the Corona here. There we go. Here we go. The JCS Gerolf. As you can see, we've even got our squadron logo on the side of the ship. Although it's not exactly a squadron logo, it's actually our faction logo. I love this ship. It's my favourite ship in the game. You just stop playing this, it'll go go to bed. Now I want to play more. Yep, the Python is one sexy ship. I love the Python. It's my favourite one in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because it's so versatile.
It's the best ship in the game.
It is.
The most versatile
Hands
ship
down,
in the
it
game.
is the best ship in the game. Because it can land anywhere, it can do anything. The only major issue with it is it looks so cool as well, yeah. It looks sexy. The only real downside to it is it's a little bit unwieldy in combat, but when you've got grade 5 drag drives like I have, that's not really a huge problem. Grade 5 dirty drag drives, I should say. Not only that, but it's even unengineered, it's got enough power in the power plant to have prismatic shields and basically totally A-rated.
Frameshift drive charging.
So it's an awesome ship. I love this ship. Engineered, it's just an even more of a beast. Yep. There we go. Sorry, I just accidentally smacked my HOTAS.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
How much are one of them? Well, let's have a look. Coriolis.
$600 odd for a decent HOTAS, the best one.
No, he's not talking about the HOTAS, he's talking about the Python. Or they're talking about the Python. Python
70
is...
mil-ish?
56 mil.
Yeah.
It's 56 mil stock, standard. Well, 57 mil, all but the kicking and screaming. Or am I looking at the wrong one? No, I am. It's 57 mil, all but the kicking and screaming for a stock ship.
Fuel scooping complete.
But if you want to A-rate it, that is a whole other thing. So Python, let's say combat fit. You're looking at a minimum with no weapons of around about 200 million. That's without weapons.
By that stage, you should be in trouble with one of the elites. So you should be there.
Yeah, well, if you have one of the elites, you can always go to Founders World and get it there.
Frameshift drive
You'll
charging.
take 2. It is
or you
worth
can get
every
it from
penny.
what's his name. Or you can get it from what's his name.
From Leon Greaspace, yeah. You can do that. Because that's even cheaper. Because Leon Greaspace, you get it at about a 15% discount, whereas Founders World's only a 10% discount. But
Which I'm
Founders
still
World...
salty about.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit myself, but there's a reason it balances out. Founders
No,
World
it
has
doesn't.
every module, every ship in
Yeah,
one
but
station. You don't have to go anywhere.
I know, but it doesn't balance it out really, because you spend all the time getting to an elite or even triple elite status,
This is true.
and
Yeah.
they basically slap you in the face with a wet towel.
Yes, but you've got to remember as well as this was the elite boat, Founders World was in the game from launch.
Warning.
I know that, but
The other one wasn't,
They-
so you had to have some kind of power creep in there.
Yeah.
It would have been better.
15% discount.
in my mind, it would have been better if they'd changed Leongri to a 10% discount.
Yeah.
And had Founders World as a 15% and just upped it for those people that had made the extra effort. But Frontier didn't, so we can't really kind of complain too much. Well, we can.
Why not?
But we can complain, but nothing will come of it.
Yeah, no. Unless you know the people.
I do know the people, and they've all blocked me. No.
Oh, by the way, I've got thermal generation now.
I'll just nod and smile because I have no idea what you're on about. I know you're on about Satisfactory, but I don't care.
Yeah, I know that. You think I can? No. Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, as good as the Python is now, it used to be 50% better.
More than that.
No, it was 50% better, exactly. Because they nerfed everything by 33%. So they knocked a third of everything off. Its shield power, its maneuverability, its speed. They knocked all that down by a third. So now we're only 2/3 of what it used to be. So 50% better it used to be.
Yeah.
Been making any? Been making too many suggestions? No, not quite. I'm only joking.
Hey.
I did get
take
salty with Bo and Ed once because when I went to Frontier Expo, they told us to contact them if we had any problems. I tried to contact them. Nobody answered me because they were busy doing something else. But I was wandering around outside for over an hour waiting, trying to work out how to get in. Because it wasn't exactly signposted.
Hold on. You found the place and you had to wander an hour.
Yeah, I was wandering around outside for an hour working out how to get in. Me and one other guy ended up just wandering in through the service entrance, and it just happened to be the right way. But because there was no signage, there was no nothing. I couldn't get in contact with anybody. So I was literally livid when I got inside because I was pissed off having to walk around for an hour.
You couldn't find the front door.
No, I found the front door. The front door was locked.
Why'd they lock it for?
Because this is before the actual event. It was like a day or so before the main event.
Once you enter, you do not exit.
We just had to go up and have a quick tour and be shown everything. But I ended up... I turned up like about half an hour to an hour early, only to no, it wasn't even that. Even that towards the end, they didn't say anything. I couldn't get in. They apologised, saying that they wasn't heard or anything. They were busy. I was just really angry for having to be waiting around like a bloody idiot, because I hate standing around like an idiot. Yeah, so it was fun, but the actual event was great. It was the first time I got recognised. Because I went to EGX. But then again, when I was at EGX, it was like, at that point I only had 8,000 subscribers, so nobody recognised me there. I went to the Frontier Expo. I had about 36,000. I'm down to about 32 now. That's what happens when you haven't made videos in over a year.
Yeah.
But yeah. People actually recognised me left, right and centre over there. It was awesome. Even Hippie Base, who I found out there, I'd been pronouncing his name wrong on TeamSpeak for 2 years, and he was just too shy to say anything about it. Because I've been calling him Hippie Bass for 2 years, and it turns out it was actually Hippie Base.
Well, if he's bass, that means he's a fishy.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. So I called him Hippie Bass, and he didn't correct me for 2 years. So I said to him, "Why didn't you just tell me? I'd stop saying Hippie Bass."
Lord and Saviour.
And he says, "I didn't want to say anything." He's like, "Oh, it's your own bloody fault then."
I am fueled.
You're what? Sorry, Super?
I am fueled now.
You're fueled now. How long does it take you to fuel up?
Well, I had an egg sandwich.
Oh,
then I,
that kind of fuel.
Had a cup of tea and
You, tea.
drank some tea. So yeah, I had an apple pie. Very nice.
I'll give you that. Oh, that reminds me. Knock off the military grade composites. I don't want those. So, yeah, about 141 million then, without weapons. I don't bother
Has the
with
new
military.
waypoints been released?
I don't bother with military grade composites half the time, simply with the fact I usually settle for shield tanking, so I can get more manoeuvrability and tanking us out of it that way. The only ship that I have that has, well, it doesn't even have military grade composites. It has, actually no, I have two. My one of my two Anacondas has military grade composites. Oh, we just our drive tank just ticked over again. What's the fastest way to get credits? Deep core mining right now. Especially if you're in Jonai, you can deep core mine for void opals, which is what Ducky's planning to do in the next couple of weeks. I just need to get over being ill so I can start recording again. And speaking of ill, I need to mute again for a second.
Frameshift drive charging.
So on the
At least it's
the
not
30
puking into a bucket.
That's true. On the 31st of March, we will be getting, well, which is today, we will be getting the new waypoints. So I might predict where they're going to be.
Right, and I'm back again. And yes, muting myself on Twitch, but not on TeamSpeak is what happened last time. Yes, when I drew up in the buckets. Yes. Thanks for that reminder there, Asakar.
Fuel scooping.
Of course, that's why I'm here.
Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you've heard yet, but Vince is planning to do another EDRPG stream campaign with us.
I've heard a little bit of that, yes.
Yeah, probably about as much as I've heard about it. But it's going to be set in modern day, so I'm using a different character.
Jebediah Wolf.
Drive charging.
No, it's Jago Wolf. Not far off, but yeah.
So it's going to be like...
It's my rip-off of Forklift.
Oh, okay. See how it is.
Except this one's better.
Quick, do him.
But I say that, pretty much what I'm going to do is roll a random character just to see what I get.
Yeah. You can completely randomly go for it.
Oh yeah. It's going to be hilarious.
This is going to be fun. Also tell us if you're asking still asking questions, but if you get... No, don't worry about it, Drago, it's fine. I'd rather have something to go off of on Twitch chat.
Fuel scooping complete.
Questions are always welcome.
Yeah, they are. That's the
Even
entire
if they're-
reason I started making videos and stuff and even started streaming. But sorry, Super, I
Even if they're
interrupted
the
you.
most obvious fucking question on the earth, that's like, how do I dock? We'd probably roll our eyes at you, but we'd probably tell you how to do
But
it.
we would
still.
answer anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
See, it's like
In a
to
very
answer how do you dock?
sarcastic way.
First, you go to your right-hand panel, you turn off flight assist, you turn off rotational correction.
No, totally.
You evil bastard. Even I haven't tried that.
Actually, the quickest way to
It's-
dock is
it's
to look
not
across
fun.
your right-hand panel and click self-destruct. It will spawn you in a station. Voila, docking complete.
That's evil.
Quick and easy.
That just might be more evil.
Yep.
Might be, yeah.
But yeah, no, what was I thinking? The reason I started making videos on YouTube and stuff for Elite is because when I started playing, there were no videos on YouTube, and no tutorials, no nothing, no ship reviews. So I thought, you know what, screw it, I'll make me bloody own. So I did.
Temperature critical.
Oh, bloody hell, we're at 88 jumps left to go.
Frameshift drive
Where you going?
charging.
The last waypoint, the most recent waypoint, the one in the Planetary Nebula.
Yeah, is it where I am?
Possibly, I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Are you actually logged in yet?
Yeah.
In the private group?
Mm-hmm.
I'll check as soon as I get out of this jump then. If it's the bluey purple planetary nebula, the one that looks like two blue eggs stuck together, then yeah.
I think I'm in that.
No,
It's
no,
very
it's
purple
no, it's two blue balls actually. It's like the blue balls nebula.
It's not putting the glacier down till after early access. I've unlocked the glacier.
I like how Black's talking about a game none of us are playing in this channel.
Yeah, I know. I've mentioned it before. Yeah, it's the blue ball nebula. Yeah, you are there, Super.
Well, I'm playing it, right?
Oh, wait?
He's playing Satisfactory, right?
Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played that game in, like, a week now.
It's up to you. I'm enjoying the game because I've actually pretty much got everything, a single thing unlocked now. I just got to finish off the gas mask and build that. I found the stuff where I can actually put the stuff. Which is weird.
I didn't want to do what I did with every other game, Elite included.
Burnout.
Yes. I don't know where to go, because we're getting to the area to where it's starting to become permit locked, some things.
Oh yeah. So this is like, yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen there. There's obviously going to be some future update to the game which will unlock them.
Pilots Federation built a wall to stop us from going out there. The walls of Jonai tear it down. There was an interesting map posted on Discord today. And it was an interesting map
Oh,
of
right.
all of the major factions in the bubble.
Alright.
And we are one of them on that list.
Well, no shit.
And it's like
Well, how many systems do we have?
like 47, 48, probably 49.
So we
I don't know.
technically have more systems than EG pilots, right?
Probably, yeah. Let me
EG
check.
I think EG pilots are dead now, though. Or am I wrong?
They don't feel very active. I'm not
No,
sure.
they don't.
That's just how power players moved. Where are they? Yuri Grom. How many systems does he own? Control.
It's almost like the Canary Mining, they seem very dead at the moment.
They control
Well.
73 systems. Okay, boys, that's the ultimate goal. Control 73 systems, Walls of Jonai, so that we have more systems than Yuri Grom, and then we contact Frontier Development, take a screenshot of both, and say, so.
When can you build one? When can you make us a power?
I don't want it. We don't want to be a power anymore.
Because that's too much extra work.
It's the
is.
morals. It's the morals.
If we could actually have it tied directly into the squadron, I'd be fine with that. I'm happy just with the squadron right now. Although I'm still salty that we don't have squadron carriers.
Temperature critical.
2020, right?
No, delayed. Kappa.
Well, that's the major update. Squadron carriers aren't technically a major update. That's
Yeah,
been pushed
2020.
back.
No,
Fanta says 2121.
No, 3302.
Oh, right, that's when we gotta wait. It's 3305 now, though, Super.
Oh no, that's real lifetime.
That's real lifetime in the game, yeah.
We have to wait until 3302 IRL. That'd be great. Okay,
Yeah, that's depressing. I really wanted those squadron carriers, but I'm glad they're taking the extra time to actually work on them if they're actually going to be any good. I just really hope it's worth the wait.
I want to take the squadron carrier into a CZ.
Fuel scooping.
that won't work.
Oh,
Like,
But why won't it work though?
that would just end badly. Like, just imagine it.
Complete.
Take
I also
squadron
wanna know-
carrier into CZ, squadron carrier gets destroyed.
I start shaking my head and screaming, Askar, I told you not to do that. Geddy hackled in the background.
You know what? Maybe we should just try and get ourselves a mega ship.
We'll never go on. So.
I'll just not. I know why they turned down our last request is because we tried to get 2.
2? What's the
Yeah.
difference? It's just one extra.
I know. Honestly, you've just been trying to get some good key binding set up for the Raze and Naga and the Orb Weaver, and trying to upgrade your ship enough to be able to look after yourself. Alright.
Okay.
I cannot talk about how to play the game with mouse and keyboard. I tried it for a week. But I tried it for one day, and then ordered myself a flight stick, and then I've never gone back to mouse and keyboard again.
Sorry, what's a flight stick?
A flight stick is the step down from a HOTAS.
Yeah.
I'm happy with my flight stick, technically. Joystick,
Technically. Yeah, you mean your control pad.
Yeah, my Xbox controller.
I tried that. I can't do it.
I don't know where it's going.
The one time I tried that was at EGX.
That's a first. But does not know where to go.
Super never knows where to go. It's not a first.
Well, because I don't really know where they're going to put the next waypoint. Are they going to bring us around Riker's Hope, up and around, or are they going to cut us straight across into the
Whereabouts? I suspect they're going to run down one of the galactic arms towards it.
I'm very tempted just to get into plotting range and then just plot. To be honest. Get to Beagle Point before anybody.
Hello, Bulgarian. How's it going? Yeah, I'm alright, apart from being ill and having two sets of allergies trying to kick me to death. Other than that, great!
I got so many permit lapses.
Right now, actually, oh wow, I've only got 2 more jumps to make until I'm planning to log off for an hour and get some food. So unfortunately, you joined at kind of like the ass end of the stream as well, because we've been streaming for just shy of 3 hours. And thank you very much for the follow, greatly appreciated. What we're doing is moving on to Distant Worlds 2. We've now got 80 jumps until the next waypoint, but that's fine. I can do some more of that after that. Yeah, well, I'm basically on the ass end of a cold, or the flu, or whatever. Wednesday to Thursday night was my worst, when I was waking up in a cold sweat every flaming hour. Right now, I've just still got my nose and everything is all still clogged, and my throat is feeling a bit swollen.
Don't like what I sound like when I'm waking up.
But right now, it's not just the fact that I'm on the ass end of the cold or flu, it's also the fact that my hay fever's kicking in, and my medication's not quite taken effect yet for it.
Yay, allergy.
I gladly do not have hay fever anymore.
Do we have a Discord you can join? We do indeed.
Yeah.
Super. Is the bot working?
Yeah, it should. It
should be.
Exclamation point
Maybe.
Discord, but that might give you a wrong link. So I'll just say check the.
No, bot's not working. Yeah, the bot's not working. We might have to. Can you grab us a Discord link, please, Super?
No. No, fuck you all. Yes. Where was my invite link? I don't remember.
Yeah, the bot's not working. I might have to I might have to reset all this up. Maybe I'll go back to streaming on YouTube. We'll see.
What's YouTube?
I know. I much prefer
Amazon
Twitch
Master Race?
personally.
Am I right?
Amazon have got a streaming service.
Well, it's Twitch.
We'll stream on both Twitch and YouTube.
You're not actually allowed, I don't think.
What you do is stream onto Twitch and then you basically upload to YouTube.
That's what I do.
Simple.
That's what I do currently.
I also don't know if that's also against the terms of service. Because you're
It's actually
technically
not
bringing
But
people
the
away
YouTube algorithm doesn't like that because it favors 20-minute videos.
Yeah, I know this.
Well, like,
Probably
YouTube's
because a lot of
fine.
streamers were getting subs on YouTube because they just uploaded their streams.
well, like,
I
what
do it
is,
every time.
Well, I don't know if it's against community guidelines. Because it technically
think it
would be
is.
against community guidelines because you're taking people away from YouTube, the platform, to say, hey, I'm streaming on YouTube.
No, it's not
The
against
thing is, there is
guidelines.
actually a thing
No, that
built into Twitch allowing you to directly upload to YouTube. As soon as they stop doing that, I will. As soon as they take that away, I'm going to stop.
Yeah, me
And
too.
thank you very
That's
much,
something
Super.
good.
Temperature critical.
If they ever take that away, I'm definitely stopping.
That's a Twitter link, though, Super.
It's in the bio of that account. That's how lazy I am.
You really are lazy.
Because I don't know if like does the Discord link even work anymore? Like, does it do the wrong one?
I don't
Oh, the
know.
bot is actually dead. but-
Right, copy link address. Right, that should be it. I don't think it is.
No, that's a Twitter redirect link, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, that's the correct.
Yeah, that's the Twitter redirect. Yeah, so that's the one. It works, at
Professionals,
least.
right?
It doesn't look right, but at least it works.
Frameshift drive charging.
Stream
Yes.
to YouTube, then get a random copyright. Exactly.
Yeah. But, as always, welcome to Chaos Wolf Sci-Fi Gaming, the home of professional quality stream.
Nothing wrong with that.
I am so crap.
You're right.
No, we're professional, Chaos.
Professional, okay.
Professionally crap, okay. Get it right.
Back to jumping. I'm gonna get to Beagle Point before they tell us to get there.
Probably.
Oh.
Fuel scooping.
And I'm gonna be sitting there with a bot spamming system chat saying, "Well, I got the kettle on. You're just in time for tea." And eventually they'll get there.
Yeah, eventually. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this particular stream. I am going to go and get myself some food and some hot to drink because my throat really needs it right now. And then I will
I'm still
come
going.
back in about an hour, maybe two, with some Kerbal Space Program streaming. So, thank you very much for joining. I've been Commander Chaos Wolf from Sci-Fi Gaming. You guys, as always, have been epic. Again, thank you to the rest of the Wolves for putting up for me while I'm chatting absolute rubbish.
No problem.
I was about to say that's your cue to say something, guys.
I was gonna say, what are you not?
Thanks. Assholes. So, anyway, until next time, keep flying
Have fun.
and stay shiny.